She don't like her boyfriend, hit me on the weekends. Her and all of my friends go out on the weekends. She don't like her boyfriend, hit me.
And the award goes to insert any name that isn't mine. You know, I wasn't ever really exceptional at anything. I don't mean that in like a self-pitying boohoo, I'm so average type of way. I've always just been very medium. I got really good grades, but I never won mathlete competitions. I was a pretty great little artist, but always lacked that special touch. I was athletic, but just not enough to win. I remember when I was younger, I spent years trying to find my secret hidden talent because I always knew I wasn't particularly beautiful or smart or musically gifted or skilled at anything. And I think the world did a pretty great job making sure that I knew that being me was inadequate, lonely, unexceptional, and kind of like a B-. I think I might have just eaten 60 strawberries. They're so sweet right now. Is it just in Canada? It's sweeter than like actual candy. So lunch? Pizza. I am making another yogurt bowl. Definitely a phase, but I don't know when the phase will be over. Pizza! Do a crust girl or the rest of the triangle girl? I love the crust on good crust pizza. I think, like a lot of people, I made up for this lack of exceptionalness by just working really hard. And I learned to believe that success only came from grueling, soul-bending, painfully exhausting hard work, and that anything else, anything seen as easy, anything that I was interested in or enjoyed wasn't worth as much. Oh my god, my cookie looks so good. Oh, look at that. Oh my. I'm just gonna sit and eat my poke bowl and then study chemistry for the rest of the night. You don't like what you're studying? Too bad, you're not supposed to. Wow. So good. You don't like your workouts? Do them anyways, that's self-discipline. You don't like your body? You're not working hard enough to change it. You don't like what you're eating? Dream bodies are made in the kitchen. I guess, looking back, I was exceptional at something, at doing the things I hated. If I wasn't gonna be the best student, I'd be the hardest worker. If I couldn't be the smartest, I'd study the longest. If I couldn't be the fastest runner, I'd have the healthiest, strictest diet. If I couldn't be the most beautiful, well, I'd be the best people pleaser. Yeah, I was an intense child. Lots of fruit, crunchies, peanut butter. My goal was to be the kid every other kid called the tryhard. If I just tried hard enough, everyone would like me. If I tried hard enough, I'd finally have my dream body. What I'm doing all day. If I tried hard enough to just never say the wrong thing, I wouldn't get too many hate comments. I basically tried everything, except trying to accept myself. Gym break, but I need a little snack. Maybe I did look healthy, happy, fit, that I had it all figured out, that I was full of life. But I'm telling you, for a lot of my life, I was miserable and hangry and empty, and not just physically. None of this try-harding mattered because others liking me didn't make me like myself. A smaller body didn't make it a better body. Better grades didn't actually solve my insecurities. Hating myself didn't make others actually love me anymore. I'm not trying to overanalyze my brain too much over here, but maybe I put so much of my worth on my body because I simply didn't like myself. Maybe I didn't want to settle with just being me. And we're back. You know, being somewhat of an overachiever. Me. Average me just wasn't enough. So I put all my energy into perfecting, into my body, into how I looked. So when my body wasn't good enough, I wasn't good enough. When clothes didn't fit me, I needed to be smaller. A boy didn't like me, they didn't like my body. When I hated how I looked in a picture, I hated myself. Wow, look how thick that noodle is. Whoa, that's the thickest noodle I've ever seen. Wow, so chewy. This is not a normal noodle. It's quite magical. Deep fried like mochi. Having yogurt bowl. I just want to find any excuse to eat these things. You know, all the thigh sculpting, butt plumping, arm slimming, 12-week weight loss programs that promise happiness and confidence and superpowers once those weeks are done and I've fixed all the parts of me. I fell for it all. Fell for it hard. I thought a transformation on my body would transform my life. The smaller my stomach, the hungrier I felt, the more I overworked my body, the better I was.
Can I steal one of these?
Yeah. You can take it. that, I would honestly give myself an A+ in self-control, the art of restricting, in calorie counting, avoiding dessert, and mastering living basically a half full life, and an A++ in holding off on happiness because that body and everything that came with it would be worth it. We all know how that story ends. That body never came.
Oh, the mamas.
And even when it did, it still wasn't good enough. It just wasn't enough to make me feel whole because you've never been just a body. Now I know that my body was never the problem, so it couldn't have been the solution either. I didn't realize I did this until a few months ago, but my worth has always been external, measured in weight, a reflection, food, a report card, even like love and respect I searched to get from other people. I was always told it's what's on the inside that counts. Then we're treated as though that's the last thing that counts. But lately, those are the only things that I count now. The only things that I care about. I count how many ways I've grown, not how many calories I've eaten. My feelings, my emotions, my opinions count, not other people's opinions of me. I count the things that make me feel excited and alive, not how many pounds I've lost. I count the beautiful people and opportunities and moments, not all the ways that I'm still not good enough. Stop. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I care about how satisfied my stomach and brain and sweet tooth feel. I need to focus on my oatmeal and then I can talk. And I'm not living in fear of fullness anymore, but just wanting to live the fullest, wholest, happiest life that I can. It's about how happy I can feel, not how empty I can be. I stopped putting all my energy into making others like me, and I've really tried to just like myself, what I do, who I am, find value in my body and beyond what my body looks like. You can enjoy life without being perfect. You can be proud of yourself without winning.
It's spicy. I got my.
You can want to change without hating who you are. You can be healthy without being smaller. You can be confident without altering a thing on your body. You can appreciate your body without loving all of it. And I think the moment you start to appreciate your body for allowing you to do things and love people and live and feel and learn and create, that's when you start to want to learn more about your body and starting to do things to show your body that you love it too. And in my experience, your body tends to reciprocate the love. So I know most of you guys are now back to school or, never left like me. Shout out summer school squad and to the full-time workers out there. I know you guys are all busy.
We're giving free samples of Haribo. These are the best gummies ever. And we're back.
To be fair, school, as you can tell, is kicking my butt.
Spend too much money at this place.
While I honestly kind of like it, I find when life gets busy, I usually use it as an excuse to put myself and self-care to the side. I guess adding to the list of things I'm not talented at, self-care is definitely what I'm still working on.
We were walking around and we got another free thing. Talkie Wavies. Everyone's just giving us free things today. Editing plus the best movie ever.
I think I watch it once a month, just for inspiration. I still burn out every other week. I've chosen to cut out most of the relationships in my life because I genuinely feel like I don't have enough energy to properly nourish them. Sometimes I read for 3 days straight to avoid using social media or talking to people. My priorities are kind of all over the place. I still feel like a failure sometimes when I'm not being productive.
27th yogurt bowl of this week. Beautiful view, beautiful yogurt bowl, beautiful movie.
And then I feel like a failure for thinking I'm a failure for not being productive because sometimes productivity is doing absolutely nothing. So yeah, we're all just figuring this self-love thing out together. I want to be alone too! Thank you for the encouragement.
The thing about being single is you should cherish it, because in a week or a lifetime of being alone, you may only get one moment. One moment when you're not tied up in a relationship. A parent, a pet, a sibling, a friend. One moment when you stand on your own, really truly single. And then it's gone.
This is what I have to look at when I eat. Wow, stop looking like that. And some mango for dessert.
Mango is a rarity in my life. I have mango like once a year max.
No matter how much school or studying or stress or stupid boy stuff happens, something I always do for me and my body is move. It just makes me a happier human, and it can be a wonderful excuse to stop studying. So recently I've been really into quick 30-minute HIIT or weight workouts, and Gymshark and I are somehow just always on the same wavelength because they came out with the new sweat collection that is perfect for the sweatiness and stickiness and stressed outness. That is me. The most supportive sports bras and beautiful colors. My butt has just never felt so loved in a pair of leggings. The link is in the description to shop. The baked maroon, guys. The baked maroon.
That's burnt.
It's only took me 10 minutes. Very excited to devour. I've been enjoying just sitting, giving myself like a good hour to like make a good breakfast, breathe, not think about school, and then grind after. No one has to know what this looks like. It's still good. I like the additional char flavor, you know? I always save the peanut buttery spike for last. Go to school. You don't have to sleep at 3 a.m. or run 5 miles a day or be on the brink of burnout before you let yourself rest. Here's your reminder that you, your mental health, and your well-being always, always, always comes first. So this is my mom's office. Both my parents actually work at the university. So I'm kind of lucky because they both have offices, and then I can take my mask off and study at school. This is the setup. It's not like the most aesthetic. Finish studying and prepping for the physiology exam, and then the next couple days are just studying chemistry. I'm kind of excited. I've been really enjoying summer school. Never really felt like I was studying something that I actually liked or was getting me somewhere that I wanted to go. And now that I have a clear, not that clear, a decently clear idea about like my goals, makes the entire journey so much more enjoyable. Let's face it, life's never not going to be busy. So don't stop prioritizing you or take out all the happy parts of your life and make the process really miserable, because the process, as I keep learning, never freaking ends. So you might as well just make the ride as enjoyable as you can. Ask yourself what makes you feel alive and refreshed and relaxes you, and actually make an effort to incorporate them into your life for yourself so you can do your best to enjoy every day to the freaking fullest. Like 4-ish, 4:30. This is always the part of the day where my brain just stops turning. So this is when I know kind of just stop, take a little break, go for a walk. You need to give your brain a break. Block out 1 hour to make a nutritious breakfast, go on a date with a good book, go thrifting, have a hot girl walk between studying, go get a cookie and enjoy every bite of it. Have a healing baking/dance party in your kitchen. It's never wasted time if you're doing something for yourself. The sun is setting. It's 8:30. Sometimes when I'm editing, time just doesn't exist. I did bring an energy drink because today I'm going to the movies, and I woke up at like 5:30 this morning and the movie's at 10:30, so if you calculate that in your brain, that's not a lot of sleep, and it's a very important movie. I need to stay awake. I did pack protein oats. They're so thick. I wouldn't be me if I didn't pack peanut butter in a tiny container so I could put it on my overnight oats that I packed for school for dinner. I just wouldn't be me. I'm so happy right now. Hopefully I don't fall asleep. I love how the sky is kind of indigo. A little pizza stop before the movie.
You are the when you're with me, and you're half asleep, and I can count each freckle and see all your beauty that you hide. Isn't usually how you're like.
And I know I tell you guys all the time that you're so much more than a body and a size and the way your skin folds or stretches, but at the same time, you aren't your degree, your tests or mistakes, a salary, a career, the number of likes, comments, or followers. You aren't defined by the person you're dating or aren't dating anymore. You are just so much more. You are a whole, strong, independent, entire human being with so many interests and passions and goals and emotions and needs and relationships. So make sure you make time for all the parts of what makes you whole. Dear average, boring, unextraordinary me. Believe it or not, you are enough. I really do love being you, and I'm really sorry that I made you feel like poo for like forever.
Fine, you just 休息. Just like rest. Your body is clearly like distressed. Listen to your body. Your eyes aren't even working anymore. My body wants broccoli. And pancakes.
I'm sorry for making you think you had to work yourself to death in order to deserve my love and respect.
Oh, the sun came out for the pancakes. Oh, it smells like freaking bubble waffles.
You don't have to win or get 100, be number 1, build an empire, eat less, only drink black coffee if you don't want to, in order to fully let yourself be happy. You don't have to be unique or quirky or a world-class tennis player or a saxophone prodigy. You don't have to fit in with the other girls at school. You're allowed to be confident in your own body. Order what you want to eat. Have 5 bowls of protein yogurt a day. You don't have to pretend like you have it all figured out. You're allowed to be you and to take as much time as you need.
Chocolate cream cold brew, the best drink ever. And this is a roasted vanilla shaken ice espresso. You tried it. Really good.
It's so much better than Americano. Oh, that's beautiful. It's a cooler. Stop, that's so cute. I'm about to write my exam in about like 27 minutes. First exam's physiology. It's an online exam. And you know what? I've really been enjoying school. Before it was always just like get the best mark. It was always just about memorizing. I feel like I finally have the right mindset when it comes to approaching school. I'm finally trying to understand because I want to understand, not understand just so I can spit it out on paper. You know what I mean? Just finished the exam. Let's go make some pancakes.
I just can't resist.
Whenever I see being, I just have to take a bite. It would be rude not to. Oh, I really tried beating the strawberry stems. I'm just not a fan. Oh, let's not drop them. 2 stories down. Magnificent. Pretty sad that I have 2 exams on like the most beautiful day of the year.
What if you just focused on creating a life that makes you feel happy and brings you joy? What if you decide to stop chasing an impossible standard set by society and constantly comparing yourself to edited 2-dimensional pictures of people who are actually a lot less perfect than they seem to be and a lot more like you than you think?
Finished mine. I'm all excited. Last minute, I caught like 2 mistakes. Proud of myself. A beautiful mango. Always wanted to try this. Okay. That is good. I kind of like it more than a Reese's cup. It's not overly sweet. Wow. I understand the hype now. But why is it white on the inside?
What if you let go of the people and ideas that made you feel bad about yourself? What if you decided you don't need to look like her or eat like her or dress like her or compete with her in order to be the best version of yourself? What if you decided you are enough and enough is enough? How much more happiness would you feel if you decided you didn't need to earn it? How much more time could you spend actually living your life if you let go of striving for more, for different, for smaller? How much more exceptional would this average moment become? I love you guys. Good luck with back to school or work or whatever you're up to these days. And I just want to make sure that you know that being you is enough. You're loved, you're creative and exceptional and unique and strong and smart and capable, and you're always an A+, so don't let anyone or anything make you feel any less than that.